Ever since I was young, I always wanted to be a farmer. After I moved to North Carolina, all I had in my name was $0 and a will to make my very own business. Can I succeed? Let's find out. Last time on Hey RP. Where's all this smoke coming from? It's on fire. Need to call the fire department. Oh, this ain't gonna be good. Oh, Lord have mercy. That smoke's still getting me. Firemen are here to take care of it now. Hopefully they get it put out here pretty soon. Oh, yeah, this is still going to be expensive.
The next day.
Alrighty, and after all that happened yesterday, I guess we gotta get back to work. The guy right down the road called me and told me that his stuff is ready to cut again. So we need to go ahead and get down there and start cutting, I guess. I don't know what to say. That was scary. I could have lost my life because of that one. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this real fast down to the store and fill it up full of diesel. And today I would like to go ahead, after we get his grass cut, go ahead and cut our own grass. After cutting our own grass, possibly looking to getting our baler on our own grass. Now we'll say he decided to go ahead and bale his own stuff, the majority of it, but because we were in a lot of the legal, because we had that other contract we had to do. And so now that guy won't hire us again, it looks like it's time for us just to come back over here and start working, which it does feel good to be using our own tractor for this and our own mower, and then we should make some more money off of it by using our own equipment for most of it. But as of right now, everything looks like it's doing a really good job, and as long as we keep up with that, we'll be pretty good. What? Oh, it's not even now moving at all. What in the world? That squiggling sound didn't sound good at all. Let me take this cover up. Oh, Lord. Yeah, that's what I thought. Let me go ahead and take this over here real fast and hopefully get the fix to our current mower. If nothing else, we'll swap it out for a rental for a little bit of time so that they can fix it, because this should still be underneath the warranty of the dealer. So let me come up in here and find out what we gotta do. Thank you, sir. So he told me the bad news that they don't have the part that's needed, but there's good news to this. Without there being the part that we need, he told me just to kind of pull it around back and they will work on it whenever they get a chance to. And until then, for $800, we get to rent a mower for as long as we need. And so they told me I can take that big yellow one right there for as long as we need until they get this one fixed. So honestly, I couldn't care if they fix this one at all right about now. Detach PTO, we'll unattach that. So we're just going to kind of attach this yellow one right here. There we go. But, alright, so now that we have our new piece of equipment attached, PTO is all hooked up, we're going to take the Vermeer and take it on to where we need it to be. And I'm going to hit this little lever right here. Yeah, there she goes. Kind of lower now. Starting the mowing process. And we are now finishing up the last little pass right here for this field. And he said just kind of let it dry for a little bit. And we're going to go ahead and instantly take this on over to our field. Well, we're finally here. Finally doing the work on our own land. This is going to feel amazing. We finally get to break soil on our own land and be able to bring out a profit. There's an issue, ladies and gentlemen, that I need to address real fast. I had an offer come in for my land here, and it was $100,000. Some big farmer wants to come in and buy all the land that he can. I told him that I'm gonna mow it and then I'm gonna think about it. He said if I mow it, that he personally could give me $110,000. We've done a lot in this little area, but I do think we could take $100 grand of our own money, and yes, it wouldn't be buying back my grandpa's old farm, but I do believe we would be able to buy a good sized property and possibly even buy ourselves a baler, because we still owe money. So I mean, that is something we do need to sit down and think about, and I have until the end of the day to figure it out. I'm gonna sit here and mow for a little bit, and I think I'm gonna make my decision. I'm not gonna lie, ladies and gentlemen, I've thought about moving out of this place for a little bit. There's a town that a cousin of mine lives, that he's been wanting me to come over there and work with him for a little bit of time now, and so I might go over and go live with him for a little bit. You know what, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna do it. I'm gonna finish this last little bit up, and I'm gonna return the mower. I'm gonna sell our old mower, and we're moving out. I don't think there's any other ways around this. I love this place, and I would love to buy my grandpa's old farm. I just don't think I can financially do it. I think it would be financially smarter for me to move on and go to a different town. So let me go get this dropped off real fast, then we're gonna say bye. Alrighty, so now that's unhitched right there. We can go ahead and take this on down, load up everything, and go to the new town, ladies and gentlemen. I know this is all of a sudden, and you know, like, where's this coming from? I've been hiding this from now for a little bit. Ever since I moved in and I bought that one piece of land over there, that guy kind of offered me the money, and I've just been delaying it. But I think with $100 grand, we really could do a lot. So when I get back to the place, I'm gonna pack everything up real fast, call him up, and tell him he has a deal. I'm gonna go inside and call the old man and let him know that we're selling. Alright. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I just called them, and I called everybody who owed me money, took all the money, and it's official. I'm on officially packing up and I'm leaving. Called my realtor, aka my landlord, and he told me that he wouldn't advise it, and that he didn't like the idea, but I mean, that is because he is losing his tenant, but he knows that I'm no longer his tenant now, and we are now officially loading up everything, and I am no longer going to spend another month here. So we are just going to kind of load up, go ahead and try to get into the other town tonight, and hopefully crash at a hotel. We are going to go look for us a new place to make our very own farm out of. So, we've been on the road for a little bit of time now, and it's finally time for me to go meet up with my cousin and finally get to work with him. There's the dealership, looks like back there, so we need to get on down the road and start getting ready to work. He does work on a farm, so we may have to do actual farm work, but ladies and gentlemen, I'll say this real fast. We are planning on staying on a little bit of a ARP topic, but we're just going to be able to do a little bit more with this series. I will say it's been a nice cruise. We have exactly $110,000 left in our banking account. We are going to take all that money and put it towards land, but my cousin said he has some jobs that he wanted me to do around his farm today, so we're going to work with him a little bit today, and then after that we're going to quietly head on our way a little bit and find us a place to live. Yeah, right up here is where I'm thinking might be a good place to go look for live, but he said turn right here, the first turn right before you get into town, and kind of head directly down this road. I will say I still do miss that one place where we were living there for a while in North Carolina, but now we are all the way in Nebraska. Been a little bit of time since I've seen y'all. And this, ladies and gentlemen, looks like this is my cousin's farm. Holy Toledo, does this thing look big. I'm gonna kind of just park up like right in here. Shouldn't really matter. And I'm gonna look around for a little bit and see if I can find my cousin. Holy moly. This is a lot of equipment. Let me put down the camera for a second and find him. Alrighty, so I just talked to my cousin there for a second. He wanted us to actually go ahead and jump into this truck right here. Get her started and go ahead and drive her somewhere. Right after one of the other employees kind of jump into the combine, and we got to do a little bit of trucking slash combining work for my cousin because he said there's a lot of stuff to do. He has one field that needs to be harvested here pretty soon, so it's gonna be kind of interesting to see. And this was the harvester he said he had. And yep, right where he told me to be. He has his header, and we apparently are harvesting like some kind of oats or something like that. I'm not exactly 100% sure exactly what we're harvesting, but he said it was something that needed to get out of the ground ASAP. So we're just gonna go ahead and get it done on the ground, and let's go ahead and get up there. We'll say this is definitely interesting compared to what we used to be doing. I mean, back when we were doing that other stuff, this is different. But we should be coming up to the field we need to be at. So we're just going to kind of pull on in here. And I'm going to talk to the worker real fast. He went ahead and head home back to the shop. And now we get to do kind of a job and continue on working here. Now we are going to put down straw because we do have to bale it for hay and that type of stuff, which this is actually going to teach us. We're actually doing oats like I thought. But he also said this is going to be our new job, everything like that, to help him out for a while. But ladies and gentlemen, there is no more further ado. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up by myself. And if you like the way we're going with this series, like, subscribe, ladies and gentlemen. We will be having a special guest here pretty soon, so be on the lookout for that. But ladies and gentlemen, we love you. We'll see you next time. Peace!